Yo, what is up, friends, foes, and members of the Omni Council? My name is Daimien Kamiya, and I am the Omni King, and I also forgot to close that part out of VTube Studio. Why am I sad? There we go. Alright, back with some more Final Fantasy XII. I'm just gonna run some circles on the beach to try and get enough loot to get the gear. I may, if this goes fast enough, I may also try and get the monographs, because I would really like to get the monographs, because they're very valuable, and I can't wait till I hit 50. Once I reach 50, I can start. Once I reach 50, I can start. Doing the I can do Zeromus. I didn't really get to show this off previously because the enemies that you fight in Zeromus's chamber, those skeletons, are just a piece of crap, and they're gonna be just as bad in this playthrough, just not as strong. Because obviously they're nerfed, but their primary thing is that they use the spell Toxify, which in the base game isn't really all that problematic because it's just AoE poison. Poison in the base game is a single target spell. Well, the mod makes poison an AoE spell. So what does Toxify do? Well, it does sap and disease, right? So disease literally just blocks healing spells. How does it do that? It basically makes it so your maximum HP will always equal your minimum. So as you take damage, you're always at 100% health. So you can't be healed. And then sap is just a constant drain on your HP. There's no item outside of the ribbon that can directly block that. The only thing you can really do is just run Reflect on your team. But even that can be risky. Because you can't really directly heal anymore. But we'll see. But the reason why that area is really good is because after you beat Zeromus, those skeletons keep spawning. And they drop it's like blood-stained bone or something like that. And it sells for like $1,000 each. And those skeletons just litter the room, and then you warp out, warp again, warp a third time, and you're back in the room. And you can since you hit 2 maps before you came back, it resets all the enemies, so it's perfect. But for now, I just got to deal with bundles of feathers. So let's get into the game. Why is it not? Oh, I throwing button. Yep. Alright. Let's just hit up my route. I have no stealer on my team. Whoops. Who is the closest? Okay, I'm gonna remove Ashe, and I'm gonna bring Vaan into the equation here. Just because I need someone to steal. So both the Burglies and the flying enemies can give you bundles of steel. Yeah, this is where I normally do, whatchamacall, I would do poaching. I'd have 2 party members that could steal, and another that was blinded using sight unseeing poach. Those guys aren't going to have anything. I'm sorry, I'm a bit quiet. Speaking of those bloodstained bones from later, like when I fight those skeletons, I'm just trying to think of strategies I can use to try and get as much as I can without having to like come up with some clever strat. Because it would have to be something that anyone on the team can use. And one of the things is to just give everyone ruby rings. They all have reflect. They can't be diseased or poisoned. Like, Toxify will not work on them if they are reflected. But I'm trying to think of other alternatives, too. So I really want to control Vaan here, so I'm waiting for Immobilize to end. There we go. But I'm just trying to think of alternatives. Enemies are weaker here. In the mod, they were like 38 to 40. Guy actually buffed the enemy levels here. That's kind of stupid. Hey, Neko! Neko, man! Been a little bit. How you doing? Sorry if I didn't notice you right away. My mind's racing for just a minor thing later in the game and how to manage it. There's a really good farming spot later in the game, and normally there's no issue with the spot, but the mod changes how a spell works, and the enemies in that area use that spell, and it turns it from a not threatening area to like this could kind of be a problem. So where do I stand on bundles of feather? 20? Because I have, if you see in the top right corner, there's 4 white arrows. I have it playing on fast forward. I'll show you regular speed if you want. Fast forward was introduced in the Zodiac Age. I can show you what the way you had to play the game in the original PS2 version. Alright? Let's play the game. Let's go. This was the entire game. This was everywhere. Seems a lot slower right now because I did just turn off the speed multiplier. But yeah, the game allows you for ×2 and ×4 speed increases. I just run ×4 because it's... I mess up on movement a little, but I'd rather mess up on movement a little than have to painfully walk at that speed the entire game. It's literally the best thing they added into this game. And the ability to turn it on and off is nice. Because while this is slow, don't get me wrong, sometimes this is a this speed is a game breaker when it comes to making manual inputs. Because remember, it's not just you moving at 4 times the speed, everything is moving at 4 times the speed. Alright, see you later, Neko. Let's beat him up. I also, like, I love some of just the small changes, too. I love the Gunblade edition. I am just going to say that right now. Just changing 2 of the guns in the game to gun blades, which is effectively a sword without a shield, but customizable effects. That, to me, is just so awesome. That, to me, is worth the price of a shield. Especially since the mod also modifies how shields work in this game, too. But the mod kind of, in my opinion, modifies shields to be better in this game. There's a couple I don't agree with, because, you know, like, it removes the Demon Shield's ability to absorb Dark. Or, yeah, that was the Demon, right? It wasn't the Aegis that did that. It was one of the 2. One of them absorbed Dark. It removed that, but there's a shield to have the damage of every element. And to me, that says shield. Because in this game, unlike other games, this game shield does not add defense. It adds evade. It adds an opportunity for you to not get hit. And it's imperfect. Because a lot of bosses, especially late game, can just straight up bypass evade. Same with Reflect. They can just straight up bypass it. That's why I feel like shields are more useful in means of having elemental damage than they are, for evasion. Let's check out the. I want to check out the shield panel here, just on the info doc here. Yeah, so you still have shell shield, which is, I've never personally used the shell shield, but I can understand its value. Which obviously is just auto shell. And then golden shield has thunder, ice shield has ice, which already existed. Same with flame shield. Flame shield have fire. Those things, however, I think they not only have the element, but they made you weak to the other one, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong, though. Diamond shield now has wind, or platinum has earth, and dragon has water, making them all incredibly valuable shields to have. The crystal shield gives 310 HP, which isn't bad for a character like a white mage that can already have low HP. Genji shield doesn't seem to add anything, but it's pretty good on near average stats with 35 evade and 20 magic evade. Kaiser is immune to disease and oil. That's the shield that'll probably be really helpful in the fight against Zeramus. It's not like I can use magic against him anyways, but if I can run because Zeramus' mechanic cancels magic. But if I can have 3 party members equip that, and then I'll also equip the Tourmaline ring, which makes people immune to poison and sap, then my entire party will be immune to the effects of Toxify. And I won't have to run Reflect. Though, like I said, I technically can run Reflect for the boss fight anyway, because I can't use magic in the fight anyway. But during the grinding, I'll probably want to do Kaiser Shield. It's still going to be a bit dumb, though, because... I didn't realize I was over-leveling everyone. But yeah, Kaiser Shield to work, but the problem is only Vaan, Ashe, and Basch can equip the shield. Monk and Ulhan don't get shield licenses. White Mage and Archer don't. And Time Battlemage and Bushi doesn't. Right, so only those 3 would be able to equip the shield to block a disease. In all honesty, disease is the problem. And there's a trinket that blocks that too. So as long as I could just simply block disease, I wouldn't really be all that concerned. Because I'm fine having someone sit there casting magic. Like I said, there's a difference between the boss fight and the grinding. But like, I'm perfectly fine having someone sitting there casting Poisona. Because I'm pretty sure I have 2 people that can do that, so I can set them on different leveling regimes. I'm pretty sure Basch is the other one. We can check. It's about time I sat through here and sorted everything anyways, so... But poison, yeah, Basch and Fran. So I can have them split on different divisions, different teams. Oh, that's a Dispel Mote chest. I gotta try to remember that because that's a crucial chest to remember. Got 10 bent stabs, too. That's good. Those sell for $1,000. All this time, I didn't even have steel on. I'm actually kind of disappointed. Okay, kill you. Personally, I'm actually curious, like, can I see the world map? There it is. So this is where I am right now. Right, and this is the Burglies. But the Burglies also exist all the way over here. So how did... They're clearly flightless birds. How are they so unbelievably far apart? They're not even connected by like a stream or something. Right? They're not even connected by like a stream, so how? It's the only point in the game where something like that even occurs. Let's go, see what I got. Well, that's a lot. I also got 29 quality pelts, which will also be a lot. I think I probably got that one. I just realized I technically didn't actually need to do that. Okay, whoops. Okay, I don't really know, like, what's coming up next. So maybe I'll just run the Crystal Shield for now. The Viking Coat's the one I really need right now. Like I said, with the Anastasia, so basically this overlaps with the Excalibur, which is basically just like a joke weapon. It's the weakest weapon in the game. This guy said, nope, it's garbage. Why is it even in here? And replaced it with something actually good. However, the only way to get it was in trial mode, I believe. I think there was a way to get it in the game too, but it drops. Basically, by removing all the enemy drops, it's only achievable through very specific means now, and because I can't get it through chests, because the chests are still changed, but only enemies are. Hey Neko, welcome back. So when I fully complete the Gilgamesh hunt, which is the way to get it normally in the base game, I will cheat this weapon in. Because the other way is trial mode, and I'm not doing trial mode. And I would like to use it. Even if I don't keep it permanently in my hand, I would at least like to try it out. I've not actually tried out that weapon. Get some battle lores. Like, I've been skipping out on these so much. Okay. You, my good sir, I don't know what you want. Fran, on the other hand, I absolutely know what you want. You... No, sorry, it's Ashe that needs a lot. You need Fireга. Blizzardga. Okay. Well, I hope they're doing well. I need Waterga and Toxify, which I can't afford. And the Judicer staff. I think I'm just straight up gonna give Ashe the Golden Amulet. She needs a lot right now. I think I'm going to give Vaan the Golden Amulet as well, because his two classes are so different, I really don't know what to do. And then, game's going good. Just trying to figure out how I want certain things. What is Basch going for again? Basch needs 125, so this one here. There. I now have all the quickenings. Get this, and then I can also get this. Max attack speed, let's go. Get War Mage there. It's not that complicated. I'm just basically buying... This is the license board. When I unlock something, it just unlocks stuff on my character. Like, if I unlock this, it means that the Dragon Whisker Spear, I can now use it on this character. It's a means to ensure that, like, you actually have to fight and earn stuff in the game. It should be good there. Alright, I can buy a few of the monographs. Let's buy War Mage, because undead generally constantly drop a lot of good stuff. Constructs, fiends, elementals, dragons and plants, giants and insects. Let's do fiends, I guess. We'll leave it there. I do want to save some money. No. The music's fine. It stays where it is. It just affects the visual speed. All right. I can now head my way out of the beach. I will be fighting my way out though, so I can still, once again, get some money. The next few little bits of area don't really have enemies that drop anything uber valuable. So, I do need to save some money for when I have to upgrade in Arcadia. Even if I don't have to completely upgrade. Like, I want to be able to buy, like, spells and techniques, if any are available. So I actually want to show something off. So this has something that can exist or can occur in other moments in the game too. But so see this Viera Wayfarer. Where do you go, Wayfarer? To the east lies the Titch Uplands. To the north, across the plains, lies the seat of Empire Arcades. Myself, I shall go east to the port town of Balthier. I have heard it is a place where men and women value freedom above all else. However, if I were to change my party leader to Fran... What's this? To meet another Viera here. You too have left the wood? I left for a desire of freedom. Had I remained, I would have surely perished. You see, freedom to me is like the air itself. Yet I did not think my little sister would follow. She would not listen to me. Now I fear I may have erred in allowing her to come. There's a few instances in the game where Fran being the party leader actually influences dialogue. One thing though, I didn't really consider this, but I kind of agree. One thing I saw someone point out about this game while doing this particular playthrough was that in this game there's this vast diverse amount of humanoid races, and yet you play as 5 humans and a bunny girl. I would have loved for a Banga to be in the main party. I think Ashe and Balthier need to be human for plot reasons, but I don't see why, like, Basch or even Vaan or Penello or I think it would have been cool if like Penello was a Moogle and Vaan was a Bonga maybe. So I cannot get the map for here right away, but there is guaranteed stuff here. Blindga and regen. Well, I already have regen, so regen's kind of pointless. You can also get float here. Yeah. Let me kill off this enemy first. That's Fran. It's really kind of interesting. In the original PS2 version, and even in these games, within the cutscenes, Fran is shown to be like super badass and amazing. But in the PS2 and base game versions, her stats average out to make her the worst character in the game. The mod changes it, but yeah, she has like the second lowest MP pool, lowest vitality, lowest magic, like second lowest strength, and she's supposed to be this super badass character. Wait, not this one. Where is Fields of Eternity? Not necessarily ruined it, but it doesn't make logical sense. She's shown to have a lot of magical knowledge and capability. She's shown to be really strong, but they just made her statistically weak. Like, it just doesn't... They're like, to me, I'd argue it's just straight up a continuity thing. Why are you giving a character you're displaying in your cutscenes as being super strong and portraying her as weak? Ooh, a spiral incisor. Those are rare. And useful for something. I just forget what. This man. Oh, let me actually save. So I need to talk. I'm gonna talk to this kid here. So he gives me this kind of optional hunt. You end up doing it for story reasons, anyways. But you need to talk to him because you need that key. It is kind of funny, yeah. right over here. This is where I want to go. There's not. There we go. So this one will have float. Biomote. Float. Now, I believe Blinga is on the way to complete the story. Alright, I misread where I am. Man, it would have been great to have a map before going in here. Too bad you get it at the port. I dropped food, one sec. Just gotta clean up the floor before I like step in it or something. There we go. One second again. Alright. So I need to head north here. I believe it's here. Blind is on the next map north. And it is also, where I need to go for story anyways. Right up on this ledge will be the, where Blind does, I believe. Yep. Alright, I now have those. But there's still a couple more spells I need to buy, and then I need to start making it up everywhere else, too. I don't even have enough for more gambits, and I really need more gambits right now. I just got, water gas, so I can change this one to fire gas. Okay, so just like Tomb of Wraithwall, we get the ability to save here because of what's coming up.
Hey, you sure this rabbit hole's really the way into Arcades?
Better a hare unseen than a rat in a trap. And again, if you'd prefer to go knocking on the front gates of the city, be my guest.
But what about once we're inside? Won't the city watch find us? We'll do what we can to blend into the crowd. Our names may be notorious, but our faces are not far known.
True, true. You're a princess and we didn't even recognize you.
I noticed.
Man, there's a phrase that works for Vaan in this entire game. It's open mouth, insert foot. What are you wielding? Oh, we gotta fix that. You got Fire Gun as your primary spell. We need the Flame Staff. And then I'm gonna have to open up a guide for this too so I can do the waterfall puzzle. Okay. I'm just double checking to see where the map is. Gonna kill these guys. Okay, so going through here, this is where things I think I'm gonna switch Vaan in, and beyond that, I think. Okay, I just know I need. Okay, I think I'm not gonna switch Vaan in. I need you to have the Mage belt, I believe it is. Yeah, Nishigen belt. I just need to buy the license for it. All right. So that will allow Balthier to now no longer get put to sleep, which is by far like the most dangerous status in this fight. He has the ability to wake people up. I am disabling the Steel Gambit because I'm not dumb. Alright, time for revenge. This gave me hell last time. I have a clip of when I fought these guys on my last attempt and I beat them with a super quickening chain. The most dangerous thing about them is they have access, two of them have access to a technique called Mystery Waltz. Two are already dead. There's a third. This is already becoming a joke. So, as I was saying, Mystery Waltz. Yeah, okay, it's over. So Mystery Waltz is a technique that many enemies in the game can use. 2 out of the 5 here can. It allows them to level up a target by 10 levels. And if you're built okay in the base game, it's you can handle a few Mystery Waltzes. Under the mod, though, I couldn't handle them before Mystery Waltz. One Mystery Waltz basically made me unable to win. God, if you were to just compare these two fights. Oh my god. Yeah. It wasn't really a game review. It was more like just the way the mod handled things. Because what the mod did is it buffed all the enemies. The enemies had like double health and 30% higher stats. And in some ways it was nice, but in other ways I started getting sick and tired of my teeth getting kicked in. So I'm still using the mod, but someone gave me, I found a pointer from someone on how to remove all enemy changes. The downside is it removes some clever enemy changes that I really actually would have liked to keep. But the pro side is I can play the game without feeling like I'm constantly losing. Like, it just wasn't fun with the mod. There wasn't, like, I like so many changes this mod adds in. I just didn't like that one. Alright. Let's attack. If you want a good perspective of things, go to the finale of my last stream, where I fought Vaan and beat the game. I tried challenging Vaan 3 times under the mod, and I lost every single time on stage 3. Every single time. Even if no matter how well I was when I got to stage 3, or to the third phase of the fight, I just keep getting swept. Every single time. And then... yeah, I finished Dragon Quest. My last Dragon Quest stream was the finale. I said in a tweet that I wasn't planning to do Act 3. Because it was just so unbelievably boring. At the end of the game, I literally just leveled myself to 99. I was getting so sick and tired of a lot of the crap that was getting thrown at me. All right. Waterfall puzzle, let's go. I mean, yeah, actually, I just realized something on Ashe's gambits here. Actually, I should have enough license points on Ashe where I can buy a gambit slot now. Which is the one that does oil again? Is it Iga or Koga? It is Koga. Okay. I want to buy the Koga blade. Never mind. I guess I'm buying the Iga blade. Oh, I guess because Black Mage needed that one. Oh well. I wanted Koga because Koga does oil while Iga does fire. But I guess I could just cast oil and attack if I ever want to do that. It doesn't matter. Alright, Gambit, Ashe. So foe. Weak water. Foe not immune fire. Foe weak lightning. Foe weak ice. Water. Oh, no, water. Gah. And then foe weak wind. There we go. Yeah, I gave up on Dragon Quest. Like, once I got into that stream and I realized I was near endgame, I'm like, thank God. And then just the final dungeon was pissing me off so much, I maxed myself to level 99, beat the game, and said, so the version I was playing was a definitive edition that specifically doesn't that was specifically not a part of the original game. It was kind of like added in sort of as an epilogue. So I don't feel bad about missing it at all. I looked, in all honesty, I looked it up to see what it was about. So, like, I'll recap it here. So basically, the big baddie, Morrigan, that I was fighting in the game, wasn't actually the true big baddie. He was actually an ally to the original hero Erdwin. However, what ended up happening was that they were actually fighting a bigger baddie. One that was like a cosmic level villain and known as the Dark One. And this guy, they were just about to beat him when Erdwin's mage friend backstabs him and accepts power from this cosmic being, and effectively ends up splitting into two. With the good half becoming the seer, the person that, like, you know, meets and helps with Eric, and you meet during a vision as well. And where's the chest? I don't see it. Oh. But yeah, and basically you time travel back in time trying to stop Morrigan earlier. You manage to succeed, but upon traveling back in time, you also, there's like a small being that looks like one of the tickerings or whatever they're called, that travels back with you, and that's the core consciousness of the Dark One, whose body was destroyed in the future by Morrigan. But he travels back into the past with you and manages to reach his body, awaken, and, you know, create a newer level of peril. However, upon doing this, it does, it does actually resurrect Veronica, you know, who dies in the game. Alright, that's the waterfall puzzle. Yeah, I forgot to get Vaan a new steel mask, didn't I? Oh, sorry, bless me. Alright, now I can actually, like, head north. The room to the left side I can't do yet. That's a whole, like, later game side quest. And it is not, an Esper. It is, a side boss. A strong one. Not a super boss per se, but an optional side boss. It's called Hellworm. He can be pretty difficult to beat. I remember when I beat him on the original PS2 version. I made it a day. I had planned my gambits. I went in. Now the fight was pretty consistent. So I literally kind of just let the fight play out itself, but there was a lot. You do have a lot of health. Boss time. Let me just check something here. Oh no. Does anyone have... Can I give that... Basch should have the ability to buy a license, a gambit. Are they using invert now? Those pieces of shit. Dead. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, da, 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 dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't there supposed to be something I can't get elsewhere here, or am I just... I'm just thinking dumb. Oh, that's the wrong door. That is the wrong door. Can't actually tell how much stronger Vaan is right now, because... I think I can differentiate, though, because it's like... Normally it's like, the set that I'm using, it would be like, oh, Vaan will be the outlier, but because Fran is using a similar set, Basch is actually the outlier on low damage. We're about to walk into one of my favorite parts of the game. Non-voice acted story. Because I fucking love that.
Smells less like a capital, more like a sewer.
Even empires have need of sewers. The runoff from Arcades proper pools here, those who lack papers to live in the city itself. The mighty who have fallen, and the fallen who would be mighty. Their eyes never leave Arcades.
I guess it must be a lot nicer than this place.
Oh, to be sure. Arcades reeks of a different filth. Let's be off. We can follow our noses to Draclaw.
See what I mean? You're not generally farming too much. How many spiral incisors did I get? I got 3. What are the ice cloud arrows and black bolts? So you get black bolts through spiral incisors, silver liquid, and dark crystal. It is the only elemental ammunition of crossbow. And there is nothing you can use to boost that. As the only means of actual dark boost under the mod is the mace, which is also a weapon. They remove the holy robe, they remove the dark robes boost, so there is literally no way to boost that. Antarctic wind and 7 ice crystals. Well, I can't get that yet anyways, because I can't get ice crystals. Crystals are the next step up from Magicite, so... Oh, maybe. I got a crystal here, it would seem. Blood wool. Maggoty flesh. Yeah, so the trident is the next weapon. And it's likely going to be cheaper from here. I don't need the pirate on him, so I can put it on him. And now Balthier is going to be doing boosted damage. Right. Yeah, so there's basically going to be nothing in these chests. First things first, I need to talk to this, or no, not that guy. Yeah, I have to cross the bridge first. Then you talk to him, and then I need to talk to him. Here it is, non-voice story dialogue. Well, well, well. There's a sight for sore eyes. I didn't think I'd be seeing you again, not here. Oh, wonderful. Enter the street ear. A pirate would do well. Wouldn't want that to sour his reputation. You know this guy? An old friend. He's a street ear, a peddler. Rumor and hearsay by the name of Jules. He'd bite a gill given to him by his own mother and shave it by half to pay for her funeral. Sometimes an ear with tight purse strings the order of the day. Like when a pirate decides he fancies going up in the world. To the city, you know a way? In Arcadia's, knowledge is power, and power is a way of opening doors, boy. Now, a fool will buy a sack of feathers for his pillow, but a wise man, he'll buy the whole stinking cockatrice and get his fill of meat into the bargain. So, wise man, how does 1,500 gills sound? I don't have a choice. Bright boy, you learn fast. I call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumors in town? Actually, I did hear about a man who picked up a bag of coins out of a barrel. So if not, he'll tell you to go inspect this guy that created or found this. Bags and barrels, eh? A boy would do well to bring that morsel to a man named Beasley near here. Tell him what you've heard. So Beasley was the other guy I talked to. What? You're telling me you know the bloke who's taking me coin? Oh, it was him, was it? Where's Jules again? Oh, here he is. Told him just as I told you? Good boy. One second. Told him as... Okay. I'm not sure what any of this has to do with going up in the world. Oh, witness the power of knowledge, my boy. See, it begins. 'Tis a fight! Beasley's gone wild! Now's our chance. Thanks, Jules. Never thought you'd go for such a meager price. A pirate should know that words are worth kill uncountable. Here's some words for you. The prodigal Bunansa's son come back to the Imperial Roost. See, words of much value, these. Bah.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city. Even if it is the Empire.
You've changed, Vaan. You were always marching to your own beat. Almost like you were impatient even. In a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen more now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaan. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaan. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Basch?
Right, let's get moving.
Hey, don't change the subject.
Alright, so the map, I believe, is in, like, the technique shop. We go our separate ways here, Vaan. Some business to attend to. We'll meet again later. Hey! So I believe it's in the back of the magic or technique shop is where you can buy the map. I met you in Albina, did I not? Don't remember me? I'm July, the street here. Why, thanks to you, I received a fine reward from the wife of an imperial particularly unfond of chocobos. In fact, I owe you my gratitude here. Embroidered tippet. So long then, What am I doing now? I work for an inquiry agency, as a matter of fact. The coin is good, but it's wearisome work, really. Yeah, so in the base game, she actually gives you one of the items that the salamander, like this, not the the giant ball glowing entity or elemental entities. However, the mod also changed those too, so that when you kill one of those things, they're guaranteed to drop their item. So with that change, you don't really need her to give you anything. So the item she gave, I believe, boosts experience. Yes, it does. Well, I'm in the magic shop and I don't see anything here, so I'm assuming the map is in the in another shop. Okay, there's the technique shop. There he is. No, he sells the Uplands map. I know you think you can also buy it in, I believe you can also buy it in Port Balthier. No techniques to buy. Alright, let's hope I have enough money to upgrade my gear here. There's the weapons. So what's the Runeblade do? Runeblade is just plus 70 MP plus 9 magic. It has 5 more power than the Coral Sword, as you can see, but the weapon the armor I'm wielding boosts the will boost the damage of electric by 50%, so it's going to be stronger with the armor I have on. It's basically a means of, if you're running like knight and a mage class, it's effectively the best way to get high magic, as the only staff that beats that is the Staff of Magi, which is 10 magic, 10 vitality, 10 speed. And rod-wise, none of the rods beat you. None of the rods. Healing Rod is +6, and Rod of Faith is Healing Rod is +5. Rod of Faith is +6. But the catch is that the Rod of Faith under the mod makes it so you're guaranteed faith when equipped. And that alone is a 30% boost to your magic power, so. And to all magic related effects. I'm debating whether I switch to fire. I have the burning bow now, so that's fire. That's a fire boosting weapon. I'm debating whether I actually switch to fiery arrows. Because I have water on Balthier, I have thunder here, so I don't really need... I can run fire because, like, she technically has fire too, and also lightning. Because I can switch the staff and, you know, go with whatever she has. She also has water. So literally the 3 elements I have access to, she can boost. I can also do wind right now too. But wind will likely be weaker because... Let's do wind just to cover our bases here, I guess. So this is going to require a gambit change here. We'll get that one. I'll buy this. Hmm. Let's just get everything down here. I'll buy all the knuckles, but I don't really know what I'm planning to do, because Magic Knuckles is Mace formula, which, you know, is okay, I guess, because I'm running Red Battlemage, but it's not going to be the greatest. And Kaiser Knuckles is gun formula. So it just straight up ignores stats for the attack. It'll be a while before I get God Hand. I'm talking about like late game for God Hand. I need all gambits available. I'm also gonna make sure I'm getting back into the shield licenses here. An interesting tactic, I just kind of thought of this, but an interesting tactic that you could use in this game for, you know, getting stuff is once you get a golden amulet, you give it to someone. Doesn't matter who you give it to. Preferably, though, it makes sense to give it to a character that benefits from it more, like a Black Mage, for example. Black Mage by far is probably, because in a lot of cases, unless you're if you're running another magic class, that's one thing, because at the very least you don't need to dual buy Mystic Armor. A lot of like War Mage and stuff you've probably already purchased, but Red Mage is the only one that gets a lot of black magics, and only up to a point, so you're likely to need a lot of points. I've never built a Black Mage that didn't require a lot of points, and that includes pairing him with a Red Mage half the time. Right? But you do that and just don't take it off of them unless you need it. You need to for like strategetic reasons. But yeah, you just don't take it off. And then you max out their LP, and then as soon as you can, buy a cat ear hood, and then swap the maxed out character, and then switch to another one. With the cat, so in the original, in the PlayStation 2 one, cat ear hood boosted vitality by 20, speed by 50. That got rehauled. In the Zodiac Age, that got changed to the Germinaz boots, which, you know, do basically do the same thing. In the mod, it's only 50 speed, though. It doesn't give vitality anymore. That got put on the Agate Ring, which also grants MP when you're damaged. The cat ear hood's effect in this game is now when you equipped it to a character, every LP they gain goes to every LP they gain is you get money instead. You get 1 gil. So for every 1 LP, you get 1 gil. So if you were to max out someone's LP board very, very quickly, you would effectively have an endless source of gil as long as you don't unequip that thing. I'm gonna go quickly buy another platinum armor for Penello. But like, there's, you know, anyone that's playing the Zodiac Age for the first time, I think, why are there technique shops everywhere? I don't know if I brought this up before, but that's because it was necessary. In the original game, the PlayStation 2 one, every time you popped into a city that had a technique vendor, they sold new techniques. You found techniques everywhere. You found them in chests, you found them every time you showed up, sometimes you could find them in chests before the vendor opened up to unlock them. When they remade it, they realized how dumb that was, and allowed player and basically just remove that feature altogether. That was not what I wanted to buy. But yeah, gambits were everywhere, and you had to buy them very consistently. Having a spot of trouble, are we? Message from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Central. He says to come quickly. On this, but we need a chop. What is a chop anyway? When a boy wants information, that's right. Why, any upstanding citizen in the Empire carries a chop. It's a mark of status sometimes, a writ of transit others. If you are all aiming to go to Central, then you'll where the gentry live. I think you'd need 3 chops. How do you get them? Like I said, the key is knowledge, boy. You do your part here on the streets, talk to the right people, you'll earn chops in no time. Sounds so bad. People in Arcadia love doing good deeds. Why, if they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Not sure I do, but I'll give it a try. Thanks, Jules. Turn to Master Balthier's as a friend of mine. Brian just stares at him. Yeah. Reader. So I need failed researcher. That thing is their names don't unlock if you talk to them. There he is. Alright, no, there's Sentiment Onlooker. I need Eager Crier, who was literally like right here a moment ago. Worried husband, athletic woman, aspiring scarlet. So you can stop here now that you have it, but there's a side quest I want to do later that's going to require, that requires all the chops. Firing Scarlet goes to Failed Star, who I think is by the... over here. And then X-Researcher is up here. It was the old dude, right? There he is. Alright, that's all of them on this map. So we are heading to Mulberry. Talented woman goes to... Academian or something like that. No. No. I know you're not it, but I might as well. No. Here it is. Favorite part on that is that they're basically acknowledging the there's man from Giza. I forget what I was even saying. I need family-minded girl. I think she's on the other side of the map. Oh, whoops. I overrode it. The poor woman, the poor wife and poor husband one is, like, tragic. It actually almost makes me hurt. Basically, it's like the husband bought an expensive necklace for his wife. One of the age-old stories where it's like, the husband bought an expensive necklace for his wife for their anniversary. And he stashed it. The wife finds the necklace, sells it to buy him a gift. Okay, there was a proud mother over here that needed a tutor. The tutor's right here. And then there's one person left. Oh no, there's two people left. Where's Ardent Man? Oh, that's the would-be judge. There he is. I think this is the last one here. Where's the judge's wife? Alright, let me check my inventory. 15, so that is 9 plus 6. Yes. Alright. Now we'll go to the next one. Boutiquier. Money Gentleman is like along the path over here. There we go. Dorian goes to Perceptive Man. Let's see. You are the builder. Do you need... Builder needs artisan architect. Get this to the lunatus dude here. Alright, now I just need Barse Goer and Girl on Errand. Alright, last map. Lucky man goes to Romantic Lady. There we go. Tarot card reader is the happy novelist who's literally right here. Yet, its meaning is obscure to me. See nothing in Trunt. See nothing in Mulberry. In Renia, there are 5. See nothing in Nilbas. Well, I hope that was assistance to you. I'm sure my trials await in the future, but do face them with hope. Okay, so she just literally tells you how many chops you have left to get in each area. Vegetable seller dude. Good brother. Good brother needs to go to Waiting Woman, who I think is probably over here. Right. Need to get her to the vegetable cellar. Tour lady and Bougerbin lady. Tour lady's over here. Bougerbin lady is right. No. And then Philosopher of Cuisine, I think is the last one. He's right here. And I just need Dangerous Chef, who's right here. Alright, that should be all of the chops now. So now you just go into any shop, any single shop. You go up to the top dude here, the chop master. So this works the same as the other 3 did. But one thing it also does is it gets me to an extra area in the game. I don't think I can go there right now, though. Please, you can join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Draclor researchers just up ahead. We'll take that and go in through the service. Let's pace, shall we? There's the orange save crystal.
The accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honor. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Draclor.
My lord.
Do you think they're onto us?
It would seem not, though this will make our task more difficult still.
Look, it certainly took your time getting here, didn't you? Off seeing the sights, perhaps. Unlikely. You know how long it took us to get the chops to get up here? Is that? But I gave Jules some chops. Jules. A squad of judges has been sent to Draclor. You find the service entrance rather a difficult proposition, I'm afraid. You're doing, no doubt. You knew how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Vaan out collecting chops until the judges could reinforce Draclor. Of course. Tell me, how much did the Ministry pay for your word of the progenital son? The Ministry? Oh, judges make poor customers, my friend. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Master Balthier, that Draclor is a toy box these days, filled with your Lord Father's conceits. All developed without the Senate's knowledge, of course. Why, not even the Emperor knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations. Now here's the catch. Since Vaan himself declared dictator, nary a peep has come out of that laboratory. I know people would sell their mum for the mere scrap of information about the ongoings inside Draclor. People like Rosaria sympathizers worry about the Empire's weapon programs. Anyone else might be opposed to House Solidor hegemony. So we create a disturbance and you get your windfall of dirt on Draclor. And in exchange for your service, I've spoken to a cabbie. He asks where you want to go. Tell him you know where to go. Simple, no? A deal brokered in true Arcades fashion. Why, it's like old times, Jules. Brings a tear to my eye. Good to be back, eh? My regards to your Lord Father, Master Fran, or rather Master Balthier. Anon. So I'm going to call the stream here. Bit of a short one. But I do still have some stuff I want to accomplish that I started on my day off yesterday. And I want to get it done within the week, so that on my next day off that I take off from streaming, which will likely be Sunday again, I can move on to the next thing I'm trying to work on. Just none of it's streaming related or content creation related at all, but it's just stuff I want to work on It's just something I'm just trying to get through on my own end. Bit personal. But yeah, so thanks anyone that stopped by for the stream today. It was nice to beat the ever-loving hell out of those Mandragoras after they completely destroyed me with the full mod on before. And then the Fawn Coast grind actually didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. But hey, I actually, for once, I titled a stream and actually successfully managed to accomplish everything in the title, which was beach grinding and then to Arcadia, which I managed to do. Sometimes I'll do titles like that and I don't end up succeeding. Like, I was looking through some of my old stuff and I got a Genshin stream said Road to Inazuma. And I think it was still 2 or 3 more streams before I managed to make it to Inazuma. But yeah. So with that said, I'm going to call it here. No stream tomorrow. I will be back Wednesday with... what is my stream of Wednesday? Scarlet Nexus. On Genshin, on Thursday we have Genshin Impact. With the new banners out, the new banners should be out. I will be rolling for them. I've made the decision that I will be rolling on the banners. Because, so I looked at the things. I don't care about Zhao, so I'm probably going to pull for the other dude. But the, I do not own any of those. They're not counting Yao Yao, who I actually really want. I was talking to Twig about this the other night. So on my Genshin team, Shinobu, Ayato, and Nahida are the main 3 of that primary team set. That 4th character has switched around many a time. It was Bennett at one point. It was Yangfi quickly. Then it switched to Noelle for a while. And then it switched to... No, it was Noelle last. I think last I streamed it was Noelle. I took Noelle out though. Noelle is actually in a different team. Noelle is in a team with Hazel, Raiden, and Bennett, I believe. No, it's Raiden, Child, Noelle, and Bennett. That's that team. Hazel is in a different team. I think it's Hazel, Miko, Layla, and... No, Hazel, Miko, Kokomi, and maybe Layla? I don't remember. And then the last team is, I think it's Seiyu. I don't even remember what the team set changed on. Seiyu's team changed to. Yeah, but I was talking to Twig and I'm like, well, you know what? That 4th slot means almost nothing to me. Literal garbage to me. So why, like, and I don't mean that in a negative sense. I mean that as in, it can literally be any character. It doesn't really change the build, especially since I got Ayato. Bennett was a lot more useful on the build back when I was running Child on the team, because Child had a very long cooldown, or potentially a long cooldown. So having Bennett and even Yangfei around to switch to when Child's cooldown was up was actually very beneficial. But now I don't really need it. So, you know, Noelle was there as a sub healer, but I thought, like, well, what if I put a Hydro character in, you know, Kokomi or Barbara, as they both scale with HP, get a second Hydro in and get the 25% HP buff. Not only would this benefit the Hydro user, benefit Barbara or Kokomi's healing, but it would also benefit Shinobu's healing. However, then I realized, well, I'm running a Hyper Boom team. So why don't I run a second Dendro character? And I'm like, man, I'd really like it to be a healer, though, because the only other Dendros I have outside of Nahida are Dendro Traveler, Tainari, and Kali. but I looked it up, and Yao Yao is a Dendro healer. She has a health gate, like Bennett and Seiyu had. I have to see what constellation affects the health gate, because they always have one. It's on her skill, so I'm actually rolling for Yao Yao. For guarantee, I'm getting Yao Yao. My plan, hopefully, is to get each of the 3 4-stars, because I don't have Yunjin or Shang Yun. I don't have either of them. So I'd like to get both of them just to have them. And then I can use my Lantern Rite slot for either Ninglong or Shengchou. And then I can buy the other one in March. And then I would have presumably all the 4-stars, not counting anything they released by March. That's the plan anyways. I have had terrible luck when it comes to rolling for 4-stars, if anyone knows my Yangfei and C6 Seiyu attempts. So I'm really hoping I don't have super bad luck here. We'll see. I don't plan to break the bank on this one. I just, like, at the very least, like, both Bennett and Seiyu's health gate effect was on their C1. So I'm going to presume that Yao Yao's is also on C1. So if I can just get Yao Yao, I can use the Lantern Rite on her and get her C1 for free. So we'll see how it goes. I need to get her first, but that will be on Thursday. And then Friday is going to be more Final Fantasy XII, and Saturday will be the Borderlands 3 random lock continuation once again, and that will be the week. So I'm going to call it here. Thanks everyone that joined in for the stream. With that said, my name's Daimien Kamiya. I'm the Omni King, and be you friend, foe, or member of the Omni Council, I'm going to see you later. Goodbye, everyone.